What is up, Finn fans? Can't tell by the title. We are going to talk some Miami Dolphins football, talk about some quarterback situation. So we'll jump into that once we get a few people in the room. Get some people come hang out. Also, what's up on Sportscaster? I'm also a live stream on Sportscaster. Team TFG, what is up? Solar, what is up, my guys? Red, Mike, what is up? Kenneth, my dudes. Nico, TTV Legacy, Chris, Depsy, Shake Money, what's up? Glad to see you too, my dude. AJ, yeah, you guys noticed that I threw Tua in the thumbnail. John, what's up? Hey, man, how you like our quarterback coach so far? What's up, Juice1440? Andre, I'm almost off the Rosen train. I really don't want to get off. Yeah, we'll talk about that today. What's up, Law? Wow, I'm just going to call you Law. What's up, my dude? Scott Lakes, Kenneth, sad day yesterday. Yeah, it was. And we're going to talk about that, too. We'll talk about a bunch of things. What's up, Budsy? Brandon, Matt, Tommy, what's up, my guys? Tank for Tua. Dougie Fresh, what's up? What's up, Mike Miller? David, Bill Cowher available? I think Bill Cowher's available. What's up, Mark? But it depends. He wants to go to a certain team. I also got the Packers-Lions game on right now. Oh, I don't know if that was a touchdown. That might have been a touchdown. What's up? I'm Dumbo Boy. What's up, your boy Greg, the GOAT? No, you're the GOAT, my dude. Lions are about to get in score right now. I think they kicked the field goal. No, let's see. On the goal line. Single back formation. Another handoff. Oh, Packers are stopping them. What's up, Chris? Tommy. Team TFG. Oh, my God. Off the jump with the $25 donation. Thank you so much, dude. I feel like Fitzpatrick should start next week. I don't think Rosen is playing well. Well, being that you asked, we'll jump into that. So, essentially, yesterday, Rosen got benched for Fitz. Fitz comes in, and instantly the team starts playing better. Starts marching down the field. You know, we get 2 touchdowns with Fitz as our quarterback. It was just it was, yeah, Chris, Fitz had his ups and downs too, but you saw the difference between Rosen and Fitz. Rosen still was throwing late passes, throwing interceptions, doing all that stuff. So, sorry, Roadrunner. 1:30 a.m. I don't expect you to be on much longer, but this will always be in my videos, thanks to you. But you saw once Fitz came in, you saw. Oh, yeah, he got in there. That's touchdown Lions. 10-0 Lions. What's up, Muzz? Fitz was able, Dakota, with the $2 popcorn. Thank you. Like I said to you guys on YouTube, I'm also live streaming on Sportscast. You can also check them out. You saw what Fitz can do behind that offensive line versus what Rosen was doing behind the offensive line. Now, again, don't get me wrong, week 1 and 2, Fitz was struggling. We barely scored. Dolphins should draft Chase Young. We'll talk about that. That's why I have Tua in there. But supposedly what's going to happen is Flores is going to – what's up, Lucas? Flores is going to start Rosen next week against the Bills. So supposedly that's the situation. What a season. Saw some good things from Rosen after bye, total regression. I noticed that in preseason, too, Rosen outperformed Fitz. We all noticed that. How's it going, Doug? Fins up, bro. Fins up, Chris. Fitz just saw the open wide receiver where Rosen couldn't. It's a very good point, David, but it also shows the difference between the quarterbacks. Hit that like, guys. Thanks, Lucas. Yeah, if you guys like what you're seeing, if you like the live stream and stuff, be sure to hit the like. Dougie, have you lost any confidence in Flores? No. I'm getting drunk today, Randy. Good name. I haven't lost any confidence in Flores because they did what they wanted to do. Going into this season, the Miami Dolphins knew what they wanted to do. There was a ton of contracts for people that were freelancing, for people that were not performing at that peak of their contract that they needed to get rid of. There was also a ton of players that it wouldn't fit the system the Dolphins were running. There was a ton of it just a lot of things need to be gone, and they need to clear up cap space. And they knew that 2019 was going to be a hard season. That's what Ross even said. He was like, he got rid of Gase because Gase wanted to win now, and essentially Gase wanted to win now by, okay, let's spend, let's give this guy $15 million just for this year because we can win. We only need 1 or 2 more pieces. Whereas, then next year we suck again. And it wasn't working. So what they were doing, what Ross wanted to do was he was tired of that. He wanted a constant success. He wanted constant 11-5, 12-4, constant success versus 10-6. Oh, the Dolphins just needed to add 1 or 2 more pieces. Someone get injured, 6-10. And then 6-10, 7-9. Possibility if you add 1 or 2 more pieces, you could get there. No, and they don't want that anymore. They want the constant success. So I don't think Flores. I don't think it's been a failure. I think it's too soon. I think we'll have to see how this offseason and next season and then the following. He gets 2 years from me. After 2021, if we're not in the playoffs in 2021, then I'm on the train of maybe we need to look at a different situation. Answer, please. If Titans move on from Mariota, would you give up a second and Rosen for him? No. No, because Mariota can't stay healthy. Giorgio Finn's fan porch with a $10 donation. Thank you so much. How's it going, brother? Fins up to you, my dude. It's going good. Having some fun on this Monday night, watching some Packers Lions. Oh, that was a nice pass. So right now, the Lions are winning 10-0 on the Green Bay Packers. Their coaching staff was terrible for years. Exactly. You had Burke. And it's funny, too, because we'll talk about the Jets game yesterday. Jets almost lost that game after being up 21-3. They almost lost. Dougie Fresh, do you think we're going to win a game this year? If so, which? I do think we'll win a game. I think we'll win 2 or 3. It's slowly going down, if you're wondering. I think we'll beat the Jets once. And I think we'll beat the Giants. So, yeah. And we could beat the Bengals. Like 3 games. Would you have Mac in this draft to get more draft picks? Depends on where we're drafting, Muzz. So, like maybe our second pick that we got from the Steelers maybe move back. We'll see. What do you think about Xavier Howard's season so far compared to last season? I didn't expect him to ball out. I didn't expect him to have multiple interceptions. Like I said, if you guys noticed this offseason, I said expect Xavier Howard's interceptions to go down because people are going to stop throwing at him. Cowboys game, he struggled hard, but again, you have no pass rush, and their quarterback has tons of time to throw. Any corner is going to struggle, any corner. But I didn't expect him to do stellar. You're on a defense with no pass rush. There's not much you're going to do. Doug, sad to say, but it looks like we're going 1-15. I hate saying that. Yeah, it's a possibility. We need the Steelers to keep losing. The Steelers are the perfect example of an organization that is built for success because they're running with their third-string quarterback, and they completely manhandled the Chargers. Chargers did end up trying to come back, but still, they're third-string quarterback. We'll be 11-5. We're going to make a sweep. Fins up. Steven, I hope, for your sake, they do something. Do you like the idea of getting Chase Young in the O-line with a wide receiver this year to give Rosen an actual chance? I don't know, Logan. I'm still like half and half. I haven't made my complete decision on Rosen yet. Yesterday's game wasn't great for anybody to really if you didn't like Rosen and you wanted Rosen gone, and if you thought Rosen was like, we shouldn't build around him, go for Tua, this is that. Yesterday's game was a great told you so for those people. And for the people that like Rosen, it's just another, we need pieces around him. honestly, I haven't seen it yet. So let's see. You guys are saying Packers fumble the ball. Let me see this. It's probably happening right now because it's 2nd and 5. Packers have the ball. I picked the Packers to beat the Lions too. Yep. Jones got to hold on to that sucker. My thing is, and this is, I'll give you guys my, I'll talk about Drake too. I'll give you, no, I would not trade Xavier Howard. No, not even for 2 firsts. Rosen needs a real chance we could pull a Cardinals here. Let's talk. I'm going to talk about Rosen. Rosen is a quarterback that needs a lot. So, if you look at quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, even like Phillip Rivers was on some bad teams and he was still doing great. What did Mike say that you guys are laughing at? Dolphins have the same record as my marriage. I went 5. Rosen needs a lot. And if you guys remember, Tannehill needed a lot. And supposedly Tannehill is going to it might start for the Titans. And that's giving a lot of people like, see, if only we had Tannehill and gave him this, and this, he would be we would be 10-6 in playoff teams. Do you guys honestly want to have a quarterback in the backfield that needs everything around him to be good to perfect for our team to be successful? Or do you guys want a quarterback that will bring up the team? Look at Joe Montana. Look at Steve Young. Look at even like how many times has Tom Brady had how many receivers? Like he had 24/7 Hogan, Wes Welker, Edelman, like Amendola on different teams hasn't been doing anything. He's with Tom Brady. He's doing things. And yes, Tom Brady doesn't have the same arm strength. He's still not chucking it down the field deep, but he has accuracy. He has timing. He has all that stuff. Just so you guys know, I am not comparing Tom Brady to Josh Rosen. And I'm not saying Josh Rosen right now needs to be Tom Brady because I'm not the type of person that needs to get instant success out of rookies ruins rookie careers. To bring in a rookie, whether it's a 1st-round pick to a 5th-round pick, to bring a rookie in and think that he needs to instantly have success, that he instantly needs to be something great, ruins their careers because when they struggle, all of a sudden the fan base doesn't want him. The fan base starts booing. Then the coaches are like, oh, we need to do something because, he started this. Instant success is what kills teams in the NFL. Not having instant success, but people wanting instant success. Some of you fans are loyal to a fault. Who didn't watch the game Sunday and still says Rosen is the guy? The man can't read a defense at all. Fitz had the same line and put up 2 touchdowns. Mark's not wrong. But there's a difference between Ryan Fitzpatrick, who's a 15-year vet, and Josh Rosen, who is a year and 6 games in. I don't even remember if Josh Rosen started week 1. I'm watching the replacements right now. Kind of reminds me of us, right? Most Super Bowl quarterbacks have been solid. Quarterback's not great. They manage the game well. You got to look at the timing of throws. You got to look at the poise in the pocket, and you got to look at movement in the pocket. Because yesterday, it seems like after the bye, Rosen started to struggle with things that people liked about him. And one of them is his pocket placement. All right, Maz, I'll catch you later. Would you rather have Eli in his prime or Lamar Jackson in his prime? Eli in his prime. Because Eli in the playoffs was a completely different quarterback than Lamar Jackson is now. We don't know what Lamar Jackson is. Lamar Jackson is actually kind of struggling. These last 3 games, he kind of struggled. No, Kyle, I'm talking about last year, Rosen. Did he start? Let's talk about our running game. Kenyon Drake had more carries yesterday and produced. I think he had. I'm going to have to look this up. But him and Mark Walton are doing very well. I think Mark Walton needs to get more of a chance. I like Mark Walton a lot. Rosen is good first experience for the Dolphins to try to grow their team. There is something that I wanted to talk about when it came to Josh Rosen, and we'll get to that. I really like Mark Walton. We should keep him. Oh, most definitely. If they get rid of Mark Walton, I'll be thoroughly upset. Trying to see. Dolphins. So Kenyon Drake had 10 carries for 40 yards. Mark Walton had 6 carries for 32 yards. And Mark Walton had 5 catches for 43 yards. Kenyon Drake had 6 catches for 30 yards. Mike Gesicki was our leading receiver yesterday, 3 catches, 51 yards. That catch from, what's up, Goat? That catch from Fitz to Gesicki was beauty. Beauty. I watched any Bills game this year. Are they blitz happy? Miles, Bills defense isn't anything to scoff at. Bills have a very good defense. What's up, Adam? Dieter got owned Sunday, which is weird because he was doing okay against better teams, but couldn't hold his own against the players this Sunday. Angel, don't be surprised by that because the Redskins have a very good front four. A lot of people were like, oh, we're going to run on them and this, and that, but don't be surprised. I noticed whenever someone had a bad game for the Dolphins, the fans want to bench, even though those only one game. Yeah, of course, AJ. You can stop posting that comment over and over again. Of course. And it's because it's the instant success and the instant gratification from the fan base. And I'm one of them. You always want it, and then when it doesn't happen, you're like, all right, I am Dumbo Boy. Catch you later. How has Christian Wilkins been playing? Christian Wilkins, Gamer ASMR, has been playing very well. Again, he's on a defensive line that can get no pressure. So the dude has to do what he can with what he can. And he's doing very well. If you watch him one-on-one, even last week, he thank you all, Harvified. If you watched him last week, he did very well. Very well. It's hard. It's hard for him to do things on his own. Because if he had a pass rush, if he had defensive ends that were constantly getting pressure, he would be able to get pressure up the middle. Hey, oh my God, huge fan. Quick question. Do you think we draft Tua? Joseph, if we get the first overall pick, I think the Dolphins will take Tua. I honestly think so. I have to do more film study on him. Next week against LSU, Tua, that's going to be the deciding factor. Hey, Dougie, are going to get pressure on the quarterback sometime this decade. Well, Taco had a few sacks. He had a sack against Rivers, and he had a sack against Prescott. But they don't have a pass rush. And I knew they weren't going to have a pass rush. So it's like, ugh. All mods, yes. Let me see all the mods in here. Fins up from my mods. Got Vic. You got all Harvified. You got Red. I think your boy Greg was in here. Only one mobile quarterback has ever won a Super Bowl. You can't keep looking at the past because I hear that a lot. I hear, no Alabama quarterback does well, and name an Alabama quarterback that has done anything. And before Tom Brady, how many Michigan quarterbacks were successful and had Super Bowls in the NFL? Before Drew Brees, how many Purdue quarterbacks were successful and had a Super Bowl ring, but before Drew Brees? You know what I'm saying? Ken Stabler. All right, well, prove me wrong. I got game New Jersey. What college did he go to? Which one was I wrong about, Michigan or Purdue? Tua doesn't have an elite arm. I beg to differ, Daniel. I beg to differ. Do you think the Fins win a game this year? Yes, I do. Reason 13, I totally agree. Fins up. Bob Greasy was from Purdue, right? I don't know that one. I'm starting to question Flores' ability. He's doing well with what he has. He doesn't have much. What's up, Doug? What are you excited about for 2020 season? What's up, Malcolm? I'm still in this season, but I'm just excited for the future of this team. Greasy was from Purdue. Okay. Joe Namath was from Alabama. They passed to one of those big wide receivers. Stabler was Alabama. What do you think about Herbert? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Herbert. He reminds me of Ryan Tannehill. Uh, do you think Frank Gore is going to have a field day against us like AEP did? Yeah. I forgot Frank Gore was on the Buffalo Bills. Troy Lions are in the Packers red zone, down to the 3-yard line. All right, I'm out. Peace, Doug. Keep up the good work. Fins up. All right, Chris, catch you later. R2 was the man, though. Kiss the fin. Ryan Tannehill is a good quarterback. And again, he's a good quarterback. People think he's garbage, and then there's some fans that love him and think that I think he's a good quarterback. He's a good backup, but he needed too much around him to be successful. And I'm tired of having quarterbacks that need everything around them to be successful. I want the quarterback that can build up the team. I want Ben Roethlisberger, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, John Elway, Dan Marino. I want these quarterbacks that will bring up the team. Dan Marino was successful, and it was because of him. Because of him. That's every quarterback. I just named a bunch that don't need everything around them to be perfect. Aaron Rodgers is successful with a crappy offensive line. Dan Marino was successful with no running game and barely a defense. I want quarterbacks that can lift the team up, the quarterbacks that make the receivers better, the quarterbacks that throw open the receivers, the quarterbacks that aren't late on their reads, the quarterbacks that don't stare down their receivers, plant their feet, have concrete feet. You know what I'm saying? I know Tannehill had Landry, Ajayi, Stills, Parker when healthy, Pouncey, Tannehill, and he couldn't come in clutch. Angel, in 2016, he did very well with all those things. 7-game winning streak. We would get the same results with Tannehill. Cut it out, y'all. One more thing. Do you think Marcus Mariota is over in Tennessee, and could you see him getting traded to Bengals for Andy Dalton in a second? Muzz, I don't know if I don't know. He might be, because I think he's due for a contract. So, yeah, he might be done. But all those quarterbacks still need a defense to go all the way. They needed somewhat of a defense. They didn't need an elite defense, because if you have a quarterback and if you have an offense that can score high points, then all of a sudden, what's up, Bulldog Irish? What's up, Julian? When you have a quarterback an offense that can score high points, all of a sudden your defense can start pinning their ears back and getting after the opposing team. I'm going to look up something. I'll look up something real quick, and just to give you guys an example of what I'm talking about, right? Marcus Mariota will be a second string. I don't care what quarterback we have until the offensive line is fixed. It won't matter. Yeah, of course, 100% that the offensive line needs a little bit to be a little bit better, because the offensive line is actually absolutely putrid right now. But even with a decent offensive line, I don't think Rosen has his flaws. And again, I like Rosen. I want to see what Rosen can do for the rest of the season. I'm not giving up on Rosen, but he has his flaws, his late throws, his late reads, and all that stuff. He's got to get out of his head. What's up, Andrew? What's up, Doug? If we got Tua, would it be a good idea to then trade him for 2 first-rounders and give Rosen the keys till next year's draft? No. You don't take Tua with the first overall pick and then trade it. Is our O-line even decent? No. No. Dieter's struggling bad. Jesse Davis had a horrible game last week. We have Webb at left tackle. Bohm. Even Kilgore struggled. Kilgore's probably our best offensive lineman right now. We have $140 million to spend on the O-line. If you had to target one of the 2 in free agency, LeGarrette Blount, Austin Eckler, I go for Eckler. Maybe we'll win out. Hit the like button if you're here. Doug Rocks. Thank you, guys. Yeah, be sure. If you like the stream, if you like what I'm doing, be sure to hit that like button. Give it a thumbs up. We're at 39. Got 146 in the chat. If you like what's going on, hit that thumbs up. I just want to talk about something real quick when we're talking about, having everything needs to be around the person to make them better. Last year, the New England Patriots offense was ridiculous. Now, what year was that? 2006? 2007 or 2000. What year did the Patriots have go 0-16, 16-0? Help me out real quick. What's up, Luca? Because it wasn't on that level of a great offense. 2007, I was right. But last year, right, points for were ranked 4th. Yards ranked 5th. Passing yards were ranked 8th. Touchdowns 11th. Rushing yards were ranked 5th. Rushing touchdowns ranked 4th, right? So that's their offense. That's, scoring high points, taking the lead, getting up by certain digits so that your defense can pin their ears back and get after the quarterback. This is what I'm talking about. You want the quarterback, you want the offense where you can pin your ears back on defense and get after them, because their defense on passing yards was 22nd ranked. Passing touchdowns was 19th ranked. So their passing defense last year was bottom of the NFL. Mid to bottom of the NFL, especially in passing yards. Their rushing defense was good, 11th in yards and 2nd in touchdowns. But the Patriots' passing defense last year wasn't great. So, this is what I'm talking about. And I could probably look up more stats for Super Bowl winning teams from the past, like with Aaron Rodgers' team and stuff. You'll notice that the offense will score high points. And don't get me wrong, defense wins championships, and the trenches is where it's most important. I will always say that. I've said it forever, that the trenches are the most important. You have good defensive line, you got a good offensive line, you got a winning team. It is what it is. Because at the beginning of the season, one of you guys asked, what does it take? What would it take for the Dolphins to make the playoffs? And I said, have a top 10 defense and offensive line, and the Dolphins make the playoffs. They don't got either, so they don't got nothing. Rodgers had an O-line. New York Black guy, he didn't always have an O-line. Rodgers has the pocket presence and the mobility to extend his plays. So Rodgers didn't always have an O-line. Sometimes he had a bad O-line. Same thing with Drew Brees. Brent Flores says he likes the challenge. He knew what this was going to be, maybe a little bit more. He looks shaken. I don't think he looks shaken. I was watching yesterday's game. He was laughing with the coach. The ref. You can see he's getting mad. He wants to win. I would go 5 times O-line free agency, 5 times O-line draft picks. Let them fight it out. If Tua stays at Bama, now what, Herbert, or would you build Rosen? I honestly, every year would draft a quarterback. So say Tua stays at Alabama, which I don't think he will, because then next year he has to compete with Lawrence in the draft. So I think he's going to come out this year. I would draft a quarterback. We have 3 first-round picks. All right, so we get the first overall pick, and you think that's too high for Burrow, for Herbert, for Love, for whatever quarterback you're in love with. Take Chase Young with the first pick, and then with the next pick we have, take the quarterback. I take a quarterback every year till you find your quarterback. I would go 5 times in the draft offensive line, draft a quarterback with the Texans pick. Ask Deshaun Watson about a bad O-line or Andrew Luck. Deshaun Watson made the playoffs last year, and he was the most hit quarterback. Deshaun Watson this year is getting sacked and hit more than Josh Rosen, and he's having a better record. So, again, those are the types of quarterbacks that make something out of nothing. Okay, because I was hoping he was the guy. I was able to watch the game. Can someone explain why Rosen was benched? The OG Dirk Diggler, he had a very bad game. Threw 2 interceptions. Those interceptions were bad. You just can't do it. You can't throw those. He had a bad game, and they put Fitz in to get a chance to win, and they had the chance to win. Let's talk about, all right, speaking of that, defense is good as well, 100%. Just skipping over my comment like that. Jonathan Vega, I don't skip over comments. I'm hurt. I'll go back, Jonathan. Would you draft Tua and use our 2 other first-rounders to trade up for Chase Young? No. The Dolphins need a lot of help, Jonathan. So I take 2 with the 1. I can take an offensive line. Depending on where the other ones landed is where I would take what we need. I got you. So let's talk about yesterday's game. Let's talk about the 2-point conversion. Let me just get a consensus real quick. A yes or a no from you guys. Just want a quick consensus. Were you guys upset when they went for 2? Let me just get a quick yes or no. Were they upset? Were you guys upset when he went for 2? Quick yes or no. I'm seeing a lot of no's. I'm seeing a lot of no's. Lots of no's. There's a yes. Yes. Lots of no's, kind of. Yes. No, go for the win. No, 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 nah. Consensus is no. A lot of you guys are saying no. I'm getting sprinkles of yeses here and there. No, called it as soon as we pulled within 7. Huh. No. So you guys, a lot of you guys are saying no. That's surprising to me. I thought it would kind of be like a 50-50. No, it was a cop-out. Mike Buck, what do you mean by it was a cop-out? No, Roadrunner says no. Keep Drake. Shake Money says. I'm going to talk about that. Shake Money. Cut Drake. We'll get to that. Yes, stupid call. Should have kicked the extra point. We had momentum, and the D was doing well. We're at home as well. Okay. Oh, we're losing. Who cares? We win, we lose. Bad call, though. Okay. Fake it till you make it. I was mad Drake dropped it even if he had no chance. Of course, 100% kiss the fin. We'll talk about that. I was upset, but it made sense. I think we got I think we should get Cam Newton. No, his arm is dead. He's done. Okay. So a lot of you guys are saying no. Some of you guys are saying yes. An overtime loss would hurt. What would you? So say we go into overtime and we tied. You know, I don't think that would benefit us. I think that would be like a situation where it wouldn't benefit us, but it also wouldn't hurt us situation. But when they went for 2, this is what I thought. My stream just ended. When they went for 2, I was like, yeah, I saw this coming. I saw it coming because, hold on, let me just do this real quick. I saw it coming because if we went into overtime, I honestly don't think that they would have done well. I honestly think that's what Flores thought as well, is that the Dolphins defense, they would have just ran Adrian Peterson down our throat, kicked the field goal, and would have lost because we were struggling. Even defensively, we stopped them. And then they had the missed field goal. And I think that Brian Flores count his blessings on that missed field goal, because they didn't miss that field goal. Then, we would have lost, and the 2-point conversion wouldn't have mattered. So, when they went for 2, I was like, all right. He's going for the win. He wants to win. That's what I saw too. Everyone wants to talk about we're tanking. Everyone wants to talk about all that stuff. The fact that he went for 2 just shows that he wants to win. He doesn't give a crap about the tank. I see, will Dan Marino ever played behind this offensive line? His career would by last 5 years. All right, I'll talk about that too. That's right, James V. Fitz had us moving when he got in, though, so I think we score in overtime. I think, in all honesty, it probably would have been. I think we would. It sucks to hear, but we might have tied, and that would have sucked. If we get the 2nd or 3rd pick and we are forced to draft Jerry Jeudy or Chase Young, what would you do with the quarterback position then? Jeudy and Young are tiers ahead of any quarterback or player. Oh, I don't know. I'm not even mentally prepared to answer the question. It's a good question, though. It's a very good question, because there is a possibility we don't get the 1st overall pick. Does Fitz start next game? No. I'm hearing New York blackout. I'm hearing Rosen starts. Takes no talent, should have ran up the middle. 72 Dolphins. What happened? Yeah. Kenneth, yeah. Let's talk about the play. Let's talk about the 2-point conversion play. Where is our fullback? Peerless Curse, he wasn't even active yesterday, and I don't understand why. But yeah, let's talk about that. Essentially, it was a screenplay that if you follow me on Twitter, be sure to follow me on Twitter. I retweeted the play when it worked. Patriots have run it. The Falcons have run it. And it was a screenplay. Now, the wide receivers, Webb was supposed to cut block one of the defensive ends, and the 3 wide receivers were supposed to block. No one did anything. And it was to the point that the play was that obvious that the linebacker even didn't even try to go for anybody. He just ran right at it. So normally it would have been 4 people going at Drake, and then you have Webb do the chop block, and you have the 3 receivers block, and then give Drake at least maybe one guy to break to get the touchdown if you would have caught it. Again, if you would have caught it. But the play, I guess it was so obvious once Drake came in that the whole defense just went over there, and it was just dead before the ball even hit Drake's hands. But Drake should have caught it. Again, the ball hits your hands, you got to catch it. But it was a bad call. Run it up the middle. Just run it, or do slants, or do anything else besides some trick play. Also, the play was practiced all week with Mark Walton, but Mark Walton got dinged up before the play, and that's why they had Drake going to run it. Just so you guys know, quick update: the Detroit Lions are winning 13-0 right now. The Green Bay Packers are on the Lions 27. Aaron Rodgers is dropping back. Ooh, almost threw an interception. Trying to get to Graham, I think. 2nd and 10. It was for a 2-point try until Washington called the timeout. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Drake dropped the ball on purpose. There's a lot of tinfoil hats coming out saying a lot of things about yesterday's game. I'm hearing that Kilgore has but rarely has had a bad snap, and he had that bad snap once Fitz started playing well. There was a bunch of tinfoil hat conspiracy theories that I was hearing. What are your thoughts on the coaching staff, Doug? They're coaching young, inexperienced players. So I don't know. What's up, Daniel? So it's hard for me right now to give you guys an assessment, but if you want if you want my honest answer, gun to my head, what am I thinking? I want more experienced offense and defensive coordinators. I don't like having inexperienced offense and defensive coordinators. I didn't like it from jump. I talked about it. I talked about them, this and that, but I prefer experience. See how Greg Williams is doing with the Jets. That's what I wanted. I actually wanted Greg Williams. So yeah, we can't get it the wrong way. Yeah. I'm mad Steelers played good last night. Just imagine if we got Tua, Chase Young, and a good O-lineman. I know, right? Steelers are looking like a 6-10, 7-9 squad. I know, and I said they'd be a top 5 pick, and I got ridiculed for it. And then their backup quarterback got hurt, and then I was like, top 5 pick. And then all of a sudden, friggin' they keep performing. I don't know if it's because the Chargers are bad. I don't know what, because we gave the Chargers a fit until the second half. But yeah, I don't know anymore with these. I don't know where our picks are going to land with the Texans and with the Steelers, and even our own. I don't know where they're going to land. Caldwell, he might come back, but most importantly, it's about getting his health up. So that's what's most important with him. I want to experience coaching staff too. I'm so tired of these first-time offense and defense coordinators. Yeah. Steelers went back to the roots and killed it on D, and they were running the ball. They were doing what they had to do. They had Delvin, I think his name is, just dropping quick passes, giving it to Connor, having him do his thing. They're playing smart football. Be able to do stuff because of his health thing. Yeah. Forget about drafting quarterback first. We have O-line and D-line. But you can't pass up on a quarterback if it's a once-in-a-lifetime type quarterback. Like Andrew Luck's draft. Yeah, he played behind no offensive line. He was still successful. And, you don't pass up on those types of players. We need pressure. Yeah, we need pressure. We had no pass rush. Why are you guys getting cut in the moment, trashing Rosen when we have a talent quarterback? We must do emphasizing on defense Put some quality players around him and watch him progress as a quarterback. Ro, I see where you're coming from, but why is it that Fitz was more successful behind the same exact team? That's where we're coming from. Again, the way I see it, and I get a lot of flack for this, especially when it comes to people that I'll talk about a player, right, and he'll do great, like Sam McGuavin, training camp, preseason was doing great. I talked high on Sam McGuavin. All of a sudden, Sam McGuavin disappears and isn't doing great. I'm not talking about him, and he's been struggling. And I'll bring it up. I'm like, he's struggling. Josh Rosen will have some good practices, some good preseason. I'll talk about it. I'll say, wow, he's doing well. He's showing that he did better than Fitz. But when he struggles, I'm going to call it out. That's what I do as a fan. I'll praise you when you do well, but I'm going to call out your flaws when you do bad. Rosen had a bad game yesterday. His throws were late. He got flustered. He threw 2 dumb interceptions that should have never been thrown. Rosen had a bad game yesterday. Now, does that mean Rosen sucks and Rosen is never going to be a good quarterback? No. But if for me to sit here and be like, what are you going to do? That's not me. That's not why I started this channel. I'm going to talk about Rosen. Rosen had a bad game yesterday. It is what it is. He needs to do better. Throw 2 interceptions. I ain't going to be happy about it. Do better. Dude, I don't know. I've seen Rosen have some potential, but, man, he holds the ball way too long. Tua has the natural talent to get rid of the ball when he needs to. I'm not sold on Rosen, man. Yeah, what's up, Matt? Guavin has been a disappointment. Latrell, call it out, but I'm not trying to replace him with Tua. Hey, if Tua keeps balling out and if Tua, beats LSU and shows his thing and goes against Auburn and shows his thing and does his thing. Packers scored 6-13 now. We're going to go for the extra point. Then, I want the best quarterback on our team. And it doesn't matter if he's actually on our team right now. If somebody came to me and said, hey, we want your first overall pick and we'll give you Aaron Rodgers, I would trade it. How old is Aaron Rodgers? That might have been a stupid question. Hold on. How old is Aaron Rodgers before I say that? Because that might sound stupid as hell. 35? Nah, never mind. Just got like about, 4 years, maybe 3 years of Aaron Rodgers left. But you see what I'm saying? Like, if someone's coming at me with, this quarterback has been in the league for 3 years and he's a proven Super Bowl winning, top notch, like say somebody came to me and said, I got Dan Marino 4 years into his career. Give us your first overall pick and we'll give you Dan Marino. I'd be like, yeah, I'll take Dan Marino. I'll take him because then we're set at quarterback for however long Dan Marino wants to play. Rodgers a killer cap. With a quarterback that's as good as Rodgers is, you don't need to have the most expensive wide receivers around him. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You get the quarterback that is elite. You get the quarterback that raises his team up. You don't need to have Randy Mosses, Julio Jones, Amari Coopers, all these other receivers that you have to pay $15 million a year because the quarterback can make the receivers better. Look at Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. He's had all these receivers constantly interchanged and dropped in. Of course, he paid Randy Moss. They had Randy Moss, but dropping him in, and he just keeps balling out. You see what I'm saying? Let's not forget about that like button, fan. Thank you, David. Be sure to hit the like button. 156 in here. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes. Get to 100 likes if you like the conversation we're having right now. Get to 100 likes if you like the live stream. If not, that's fine. But just get it to 100 likes real quick for me. We're about 28 away from 100. We need to build around Josh Rosen, build the offensive line, give him weapons like running. I don't want to have a quarterback who needs that. Maybe Josh Rosen eventually this season will show that he can be that type of player. What's up, Siege? But I want that quarterback that's going to make the team better, not need it to be around him. Doug, as I said on Twitter, we are Dolphin fans, W. I'd be extremely happy with picking up Jack Conklin, Brandon Scherf off the offseason. Whatever else happens. But, man, those two linemen would be amazing. Yes, Bulldog Irish, I agree. Herbert is underrated. It would be nice to have Ricky Williams. Yeah, I agree. Run around. Also, you're having a good night. Haha, Dolphin fans going through it this year. Yeah, Dolphin fans are going through it this year. And that's another thing I wanted to talk about because I noticed it. I noticed it like a few days ago. And I think one of you guys on Twitter, one of you guys emailed me asking me, like, how am I doing mentally? And it's tough. I will say this. It is tough, especially being a Dolphin YouTuber and having to dissect all the things I'm seeing and report on it and making content and stuff. This year's tough. I'm not telling you I'm ever going to stop because I'm never going to stop, but it's tough because I always enjoyed, you know, the wins and the feeling you get of going into a Sunday game being like, we're going to win this. We have a chance to win this. Whereas now I'm like, I hope maybe we have some type, you know, it's a different season and it kind of sucks. Like it doesn't even, I don't know if you guys are in the same boat as me, but it doesn't feel like we actually have a season going on right now. But I love my team. If I didn't love my team, I wouldn't have it on me. I love my team. I love this channel. I love doing what I do for you guys. It's just, it is what it is. And for now it sucks, but down the line, when we are constant winners, when we are multi-Super Bowl champions in the next 5 years, again, we already have 2, but I'm saying more, it's going to be all worth it. I hope we trade for McDonald, Julio, McAfee, Zach Martin, Jalen Ramsey, Bobby Wagner, all this stuff. Daniel, ain't happening, dude. There's your cap space right there. Do you ever watch a Shula? Did you ever watch a Shula coach team? Yeah. When did he retire? I think I did. I definitely did. '96, yeah, I definitely did. I was young, but I watched it. Who's a free agent this year? Ethiopian baller. That's, again, I made a video reacting to Travis Wingfield's offseason stuff, but it's too early to talk about like who we should target in free agency. It's too early to talk about who we should draft because we don't know where we're going to draft and we don't know who is going to get re-signed. If you're tanking for Tua or wanting a first win, we're all Dolphin fans. We're the same team and won a Super Bowl. Guys, just treat each other with respect no matter what you are dreaming of. Thanks, Vic. Couldn't have said it better myself. Couldn't have said it better myself. Capernaum, Roberto, cut it out. You've already been silenced multiple times. Just cut it out. Why do people want to stick with Rosen? We will keep him because of his contract, but it's worth. Daniel, I get why people want to stick with Rosen because he has potential, and they want to see what he can do with a better team. But I'm with you that, you know, I'm drafting a quarterback every year. You know, we get to it next year, right? See what he does the year after. If he doesn't do well, draft the quarterback, second, third round. Constantly draft the quarterback till you find him. My Jalen Hurst comment is shown no love. Rasta Kim. If we draft Jalen Hurst and Chase Young, I'd be stoked. But didn't Tua beat out Jalen Hurst, if I'm correct? You can correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he? Do you think Jesse Davis, Jakeem Grant, Albert Wilson will be on the team next year? I don't think Albert Wilson will, and I don't know about Jakeem Grant. His contract is made so that they can cut him this year, and Albert Wilson's contract it's not guaranteed next year. So, yeah, I don't know. Jesse Davis, yeah, they just re-signed him. Dougie was alive during the Bob Greasy, Paul Wilford, Larry Zonkin, No Name D. No, I was born in '87, so I wasn't alive during then. How old do you think I am? Have you heard of Jonathan Taylor from Wisconsin? I feel like he's been a workhorse back. I did hear of him, and I've heard he's actually doing really well. Richard, repost that and just take out the curse. Shula would never pull this BS. Well, Shula would have a better team to begin with, and he wouldn't have. If you guys remember, when Shula first took over the Dolphins, he had a horrible team. Shula had a horrible team. So he kind of invested or took over a team that sucked. I'll never stop cheering for Miami, but these past 20 years have been a hurlbait. Yeah, I agree. And that's why what we're doing this season had to have been done. Because if not, we'll constantly be stuck in that mediocrity. Doug, assuming we draft Tua, do you think we keep Fitz to mentoring him? John Harsh, that's what I'm hearing. And if you guys follow me on Twitter, be sure to follow me on Twitter. Those are the things that I retweeted that it made me think, like, Fitz is going to be a good coach. Fitz has like that Pennington mentality that he's going to be a good coach. Now, I would keep the three of them. Now, can we afford it? Yeah. Would it be smart to? I don't know. But I would keep the three of them. But I don't know. If someone offered me a second-round pick for Rosen, I'm not going to say what I do because I'm going to get a lot of flack for it. But if someone offers me a second-round pick for Rosen, I don't know, man. I don't know. If a team called and offered a fifth for Rosen, what would you do? Be on bench. I think we're on the same page. Dieter's struggling, Andrew. Dieter's struggling hard, real hard. Let's just draft Herbert, Tua, and from one of them has to be good. And we could draft all three of them. Man, y'all saying whatever, but Bobby McCain is trash. He gets burned too damn much. Just watch his highlights. I don't think he's trash. Come on, Doug. Second all day for Rosen. I don't want Tua, but if we do, can we please get him a decent O-line? Of course, New York Blackout. They're not going to bring Tua in and not build the team for him and change the That's the other thing. With Tua in, you can run the RPOs. With Tua in, he throws slants beautifully. And that slants are killers, especially if Albert Wilson and Jakeem Grant are still on the team, and Preston Williams, those big bodies running slants, and Preston Williams with his accuracy and getting it out. Tua with his accuracy and stuff, it'll be dangerous. Rosen has never had a fair shake. That's the bottom line. 100%, Sue. But the other thing is, with the Cardinals, yes, because he was horrendous. But I just keep going back and keep thinking to yesterday's game where Fitz came in and got us 2 touchdowns, whereas Rosen couldn't do it for 2 games. No, I'm sorry. He had the touchdown against the Chargers, but he couldn't do it for 2.5 quarters. If he's still bad with a better line, then yes, I'll believe. But say he gets Rosen Verturo's perimeter passer, Aaron. Man. But Sue, it's the Tannehill situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. He's playing okay with a better team around him, but he won't play at the elite level, and that's what I'm worried about with Rosen. Is will he ever be at the elite level? I want an elite quarterback. I want to constantly have our quarterback winning us games. You know. Rosen needs confidence. He does. He needs to get out of his head. We don't have the patience to have a good quarterback. Tannehill takes over with the Titans and has success. We're all going to look stupid. Michael, I will say this: when, because I called this, when Tannehill takes over for the Titans, he's going to play well. But we've seen it before, and this is what you guys got to keep reminding yourself. Because when Tannehill in the preseason was doing very well, a lot of people were telling me, you see Tannehill's doing well. Do you see Tannehill? Rosen is not elite, Michael. He's only been in the league for a year. There's no way he's elite. But, look at Tannehill. We've seen it before. That's the thing. So unless he starts doing something I haven't seen, then I'll believe it. I'd trade Rosen for additional 7th mid 2033. Oh my God! I think you saying it wrong about McCain. You mean all we got because I'm a Dolphin fan. The man's trash. He's just all we got. Look at his tape, Paul. I don't think he's trash. I don't think he's trash. But again, that's your opinion. That's my opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just telling you my opinion. Just looked up Super Bowl numbers. These are Super Bowl appearances. Rodgers, Breeze. Rosen has the potential to be elite. I don't know. He has his knocks kind of hold him back from being elite, Michael. The late throws, the staring down the receivers, the hard time reading defenses. His pocket presence is really good, but it's hard. Rosen wouldn't make the Pats practice squad. Mike, Rosen would make the Patriots, and then when Rosen started, he would play well because that's what the Patriots do. Look at what they did with all their quarterbacks, except for Garoppolo. Garoppolo was just doing really well in San Fran. Facts, Brian. What did Brian say? That's facts. Rosen is below average. I kind of lump Rosen and Tannehill in the same bubble. But again, Rosen's only played for a year, and he's only played 2.5. I guess you could take his garbage time playing for the first 2 games. He's played about like 3-4 games for us. So he's like a spooked horse back there. Yeah. McCain is a slot corner, still playing him that way. Patriots put a team around their quarterback. I don't know. I don't know if I like New York Blackout. Tom Brady has played behind some pretty poor offensive lines and still has produced and still has done great. So, yeah, I don't know. And, look at the receivers that he has around him. Now he has, Josh Gordon. He has Edelman. That's about it. That's, the big names that he has. But, yeah, Mariota isn't that great. No, he's not that great. I think we let Rosen develop, draft good players around him. I think he'd be our guy. Michael, but do you want that system? Do you want the quarterback that we need to spend all the money around him? Or do you want the guy that, can lift the team around him? Patsy in the past has been underrated also. It has, but it also has struggled and Dustin has really taken success from the offense scoring high points and the offense taking advantage of other teams' defenses. Guys, if you spam the comment section with the same question over and over again, my mods are going to time out you. So just ask it once and I'll get to it. Like Nick, I'll get to it right now. Stop asking it over and over again. If you get the number 1 overall pick, I don't even get it. All horrified got on it before I could get to it. Nick, ask it one more time so I can answer it when you come back. I think you cannot see what Rosen can do until you give him a pretty good O-line. Why was Fitz able to produce yesterday? That's all I'm going to keep going to and I get he's 15-year vet versus a 1.5 year quarterback, but Fitz was able to produce. I think it was 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3. He just took off. He instantly was instantly saw an opening and was like, screw it, I'm getting the first down. We'll get 3 more plays out of this. Instantly took off. Whereas Rosen kind of the play last 2 Sundays ago, we got sacked on the goal line. It's like, just run, man. Just go. That was Fitz just having one of his flash of glory. That's what he always has do. He's really good or really bad. Of course. But he knows how to read the defense. He knows how to get the ball out. He knows when to go. He knows. He goes. He's like 1, 2, 3, screw it. I'm out. I'm taking off. Whereas Rosen, he wants to get these passes off, or I'm going to throw an out route, or this, or that, and he struggles. I think Rosen is trying hard at times and making things worse. All Horrified said it perfectly. Again, I'm not saying Rosen is horrible. I'm not saying Rosen sucks. What I'm saying is Rosen is a project, plain and simple. There's quarterbacks that can be drafted that come in the NFL that aren't projects. Rosen is a project. Tannehill was a project. It just is what it is. There's certain quarterbacks that are projects, and you need to have. They'll win you games. They'll win you Super Bowls. Trent Dilfer. They'll get you where you need to do, but you need to have everything perfect around them. But then those situations, you don't have the constant success, if you get what I'm saying. Look at that Ravens team. They had Trent Dilfer as their quarterback. They got to the Super Bowl, beat the crap out of the Giants, got their ring. But they didn't have the quarterback. They had the team around the quarterback, so they couldn't sustain the success, and they didn't get to the Super Bowl for a while afterwards. And that's what I'm talking about, guys. There's teams that have the okay quarterbacks that make it to the Super Bowl, win it, and all of a sudden they don't go there for a while, versus the teams that have the quarterback that are constantly in the playoffs, constantly in the talk of Super Bowls, constantly in the championship games. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, Drew Brees, constantly talking about being in those championship games. That's what I want. I don't want to have a flash in the pan, and all of a sudden we're crap for a few years, changing head coaches, doing this, I'm tired of that. I want constant success. 2 is not the answer, boys. We'll see. We don't know who the answer is right now. Same for Tua. Alabama is good with or without Tua. Facts. We'll see. Kiss the fin. EM Dolphin, where are you, buddy? EM is all about Tua. Tell EM Dolphin to subscribe to my channel. I don't know if he's subscribed or not. Rosen needs time to figure it out. Yeah, he's a project. He was a project coming out of college. That's why he got drafted so late. That's why he got traded for a second. This is never going to guarantee. There is never any guarantee about any college player. 100%, Suey. And you know what you have, and you know what you have in that player. Like, you can tell that player is going to be a star, like, very quickly. And then you can see they have a lot of struggles that they need to work on, and then they become that's when they're the project. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't think EM Dolphin is subscribed to me. Tell him to subscribe to me. Dudes speak straight wisdom. Thanks, Mike. I like Burrow as well. Again, next week, Saturday's game is going to be huge. LSU versus Alabama. Huge. Whoever said Tua is not the answer. What are you talking about? He's a special player. Here is my early post on Super Bowl appearances. I agree the quarterback has to be able to lift the team, but it can't be all on the quarterback. Rodgers, Brees, Luck, Ben, Peyton, Brady. Yeah. NFL is a lot faster than the college level. It's hard being a Dolphin fan, but I am. It's very hard to be a Dolphin fan. But I'm going to get out of here. I got work early in the morning. I really, really had a blast hanging out with you guys. I'm thinking I'm going to live stream a little bit Saturday morning, and then I'm going to live stream the Buffalo Bills game this week. So, it was a blast hanging out with you guys. I need 5 more likes to get to 100. And then it was just a blast. Give me 5 likes to get to 100 if you had a great time tonight hanging out, talking football. Before I leave, right now, the Packers are marching down the field. They're on the Lions. I'd say about 5, unless they threw that flag. Yeah, they threw the flag. They're on their 19. 106. You guys helped with it. Great. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you to the mods for helping me take care of some of the spam that was going on. I love my mods. I love you guys. But like usual, stay classy. Picks video coming out Wednesday. Be sure to check out that. And like usual, stay classy. And fins up.